Welcome back to Open Window Politics. Today we're going to be going over the primary election results from yesterday. We'll be starting out in the state of Utah, my home state, and we'll just be going through each of the states, and I'll be giving my insights. All right, so we're going to start out with the Republican primary for the Senate seat. This is Senator Romney's seat. He is going to be retiring, and so the seat was highly contested by a variety of different Republican candidates. In the end, John Curtis, he was the previous 3rd District House member. He was able to win the election and was able to win every county except one. He didn't win Washington County, and even in Washington County, it was a fairly close election. But his big margins in Salt Lake, Utah, along the Wasatch Front really helped carry him to be the far and away winner with 70 or 50.7% of the vote. Really good showing for the Curtis campaign. And then on the Democratic level, Caroline, I'm not sure how to pronounce that last name, was ran unopposed, and so she will be going up against Curtis in November. But really, the real election was the primary election that was held yesterday, just because Utah is a very Republican state, so it will be electing the Republican Senate leader. Then we get to the U.S. House races. All of them have been determined but one. The 2nd district is still a little bit close. It is currently about 52 to 48, with 83% of the votes having been counted. And then we get to, in the 3rd district, which was also fairly competitive, we have Mike Kennedy with 37% of the vote. He ended up winning. Case Lawrence got 22.4, J.R. Byrd got 17.5, to Stuart Pay got 13.7, and then John Dougal got 9.2. So quite a few candidates in that race. Then we get to the Republican primary in the state of Utah for the governor's seat. So in this, Phil Lyman was running against Spencer Cox. Spencer Cox generally presents himself as more of a moderate and was able to appeal to more of the Wasatch Front, and was able to secure numbers there that could help run him over the finish line. His Spencer Cox opponent, Phil Lyman, did pretty well in most of the rural parts of Utah, but none of them were so bad that Spencer Cox, he got around 40-something% in pretty much all the counties he lost, so nothing was too bad. But in the Wasatch Front, he got in Salt Lake County, he got 60 or 35% of the vote to Spencer Cox's 65%, so he was really able to pull it away in the Wasatch Front there. Then we get to the Attorney General race for the Republican primary. So the 3 candidates here were Derek Brown, Rachel Terry, and Frank Myler. And Derek Brown was able to win every county but San Juan. And in San Juan, it was fairly close anyway. But in the more populous counties, Derek Brown in Salt Lake won about 44% of the vote. And then in Utah County, he won about 46%. So pretty good margins for him along the Wasatch Front, which really helped secure his margin. Then on the Democratic side, they ran without challenge. And then, so those have been the results for Utah. Let's go over to, let's actually go over to the Colorado primary now, see what has been going on there. So in here, we have the special election results, and this is for the 4th district. The candidate resigned. The Republican was able to get 58.4% of the vote, to the Democrats 34.5%. This is in a pretty reliably conservative district, so that doesn't come as too much of a surprise. And then in the 4th district, Lauren Boebert is going to be the Republican nominee. It is definitely a Republican district. She was able to secure 43.4% of the vote, so she will most likely be winning again in November and will be the representative for the 4th district this time around. Then we have a couple other races. We'll go to New York now here. So in New York, there was passed a new congressional map early this year. So there were some competitive districts, and then these are the results for each of those House districts. On the Senate level, Kirsten Gillibrand ended up winning uncontested, and Michael, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but he was able to win unopposed on the Republican level, but it doesn't really matter too much. It's going to be a Democratic seat. And those have been the primary election results from June 25th. It's been an interesting election cycle, and we'll have to see what these candidates are able to do come November. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions, and don't forget to subscribe.